Glad to have you with us from Malone Stadium in Monroe, Louisiana. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the UL Monroe Warhawks. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Louisiana Monroe's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He put up more than 250 yards, 4 touchdowns while running his team to a win in their last game. Offense working from the pistol. A quick pass to the left. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
And the Warhawks want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Handoff to the single running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Ball is spotted on the 6. It'll be first and goal. Using the quick game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they have the first points of the game.
That great first drive by this offense capped off third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. And now it'll be the Bison offense with his first possession of the game. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays. So this...
Snags it, and he's open. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got a little grass. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They'll run the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And we've got a man down, shaken up on the play. The Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. The keeper on the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go right back to the run. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They'll run for it. Spins away from the defense. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them, I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no. You're not getting this 1st down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Makes the catch. It's Scott. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He'll run it again. Quick spin on the run. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Warhawks. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout call just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wide receiver going in motion. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks!
It's just so nice to have a signal gunner who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To the air, it's Hayes. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the UL Monroe sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Using his feet. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build.
Maybe some room here. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Look out. He's got room.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Off-play action. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Number 77, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive play.
Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Warhawks in the hurry up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. He'll do it himself. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Pulls and fires complete. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's got it. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They'll run play action. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take... There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Warhawks headed quickly to the line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the #1 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the North Dakota State head coach at the half. He said this team is going to take this opening kickoff for the second half and get some momentum, something they've been struggling with because of those early turnovers. Said if we can just hang on to the ball, we can continue to make some noise, but it all starts now. I'll keep you posted on how things are going here on the sidelines after this. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Mitchell. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Trying play action. Got it. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. The lone back's got it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They feed him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's right. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
The run from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going to the run, it's Jamison. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Power ahead. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Running inside, it's Scott. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. The 10. Touchdown, North Dakota State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Number 77, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front. Surge by the O-line.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Find some fresh air. Could be an alley. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The run inside. It's Walker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Warhawks look to keep this drive humming.
Ready, go!
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And the Warhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Down, ready. Red 54, red 54. Go, go!
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Warhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's first down from the 11. To the air, it's Graves. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Warhawks! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to throw again. He tries to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. To the air, it's Hayes. Looking for the score. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They've
got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that
kick it onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, knee.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense.
And they start having coaching clinics. They're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.